Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. The statement begins by introducing a person named Firefly, who refers to a bank guy, Mr. Sammy. Mr. Sammy is presumably someone within the banking sector, possibly with insights or expertise on currency-related matters, particularly concerning the Iraqi dinar or other financial topics tied to exchange rates. His view is that there might be some significant financial event such as the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar by the end of the year, although he now hopes that it could happen as early as November. In elaborating on this, it's important to understand the concept of revaluation, particularly in the context of currencies like the Iraqi dinar. Currency revaluation refers to a deliberate upward adjustment in a country's official exchange rate, relative to a foreign currency. This is typically done by the country's central bank to increase the value of the national currency. There are various factors that might prompt a government to revalue its currency, such as economic reforms, changes in the country's monetary policy, or the need to stabilize or adjust the balance of trade. For example, if Iraq were to revalue its dinar, this could mean that the value of the dinar would increase compared to other currencies, like the US dollar. This could have wide-reaching effects, from influencing the purchasing power of Iraqi citizens, to altering the country's foreign trade relations, to affecting the overall economy. Revaluations are often part of broader financial and economic reforms aimed at achieving certain national objectives, such as improving inflation control, enhancing economic stability, or boosting foreign investments. Mr. Sammy's optimism for a potential revaluation before the year's end reflects the hope of many who monitor the currency market, particularly those who have a vested interest in the dinar's performance. For a long time, there have been speculations and discussions about when or if Iraq will take significant steps to strengthen its currency. Given Iraq's history, including the impact of wars, economic sanctions, and political instability, the state of its currency has been a major subject of discussion. The prospect of a revaluation would represent a positive development for the country and its economy. The next part of the paragraph refers to Frank, who shares his perspective on the situation. Frank's position appears to align with that of Mr. Sammy, in that he also believes the revaluation or the introduction of a new exchange rate will occur within a year. It's worth noting here that Frank seems to have a level of confidence, which he derives from the evidence he has observed. This evidence presumably includes certain actions or mechanisms that are necessary for the introduction of a new exchange rate and the lower denomination currency notes. To expand on this, let's delve deeper into the idea of evidence, action, and mechanism. These terms suggest a broader framework of economic policy and regulatory measures that would have to be in place for a revaluation to occur. For instance, evidence might refer to tangible signs of economic stabilization in Iraq, such as improved oil revenues, a balanced budget, or successful negotiations with international financial organizations like the International Monetary Fund, IMF. These would all signal that Iraq is in a position to adjust its currency value, having secured a stable financial foundation. The action likely refers to the practical steps that Iraq's central bank and government would need to take to implement the revaluation. This might involve legal or regulatory changes, updates to banking infrastructure, communication with global financial markets, and ensuring that the revaluation aligns with international financial protocols. It may also involve preparation for how the Iraqi populace and businesses would adjust to a new currency value. The term mechanism likely speaks to the logistical and technical processes necessary to support a new exchange rate. For example, the central bank might need to recalibrate its monetary policy, ensuring there are sufficient reserves to back the new rate. Additionally, the banking system might require upgrades to handle transactions under the new exchange rate, both domestically and internationally. Furthermore, businesses would need to adjust their pricing models, and the general public would need education on the implications of a revalued currency. A significant part of the revaluation process mentioned in the original paragraph is the introduction of lower denomination currency notes. Lower denominations are typically associated with countries that are stabilizing or growing their economies, as opposed to nations that suffer from hyperinflation or extreme currency devaluation, where higher denominations are more common. The introduction of these notes would likely signify that the country is moving towards a stronger currency and greater economic stability, further reinforcing the positive outlook shared by both Mr. Sami and Frank. In this case, introducing lower denomination notes would make everyday transactions easier and signal that the country's currency is gaining strength. For example, if a currency is significantly devalued, people may need to carry around large bills to make even simple purchases. Conversely, when a currency is strong, smaller bills can be used to complete transactions, reflecting a more balanced and healthy economy. The introduction of these notes could therefore be seen as a key indicator of Iraq's confidence in its economic future. Furthermore, this process is not something that happens overnight. It involves meticulous planning and coordination across various sectors of the economy. The central bank, in collaboration with other financial institutions and the government, would need to carefully time the release of the new notes and manage public expectations. The education campaign would be crucial, ensuring that citizens understand the implications of the new currency and how to use the new notes in their daily lives. This transition to a new exchange rate, coupled with the introduction of lower denominations, could have broader implications for Iraq's economy. For instance, it could boost investor confidence, signaling that Iraq is committed to stabilizing and strengthening its economy. Foreign investors, who might have previously been hesitant to engage with Iraq due to currency instability, may now see new opportunities for investment. This could lead to increased foreign direct investment, which would further stimulate economic growth. Additionally, a stable and stronger currency could enhance Iraq's ability to engage in international trade. A revaluation would likely improve the country's trade balance by making imports more affordable and boosting the purchasing power of Iraqi businesses and consumers. It could also open the door for Iraq to negotiate more favorable trade agreements, as trading partners would view the country's currency as more stable and reliable. It's also worth considering the social and political implications of a revaluation. For the people of Iraq, a stronger currency could lead to a better quality of life. With a higher value dinar, citizens would have greater purchasing power, which could reduce poverty levels and increase access to goods and services. This could have a positive effect on public morale, particularly in a country that has experienced years of economic hardship. Politically, the revaluation could serve as a testament to the government's efforts to stabilize the country and steer it towards economic growth. Successful management of the currency could strengthen the government's credibility and support among the populace, contributing to a more stable and prosperous Iraq. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.